Hello, welcome to this Klusterbox tutorial. I'm Tom Weeks, and I'm the developer of Klusterbox and a union steward. This is a tutorial on the Informal C program, which is a part of Klusterbox. The C stands for compliance, and the reason for that is because Informal C is a program which tracks grievances, tracks settlements, tracks awards, tracks compliance with those awards, tracks documentation attached to compliance with those awards. So it's an all-in-one grievance tracker, and it works in tandem with Klusterbox in that it uses the same carrier list. So the idea is you investigate the grievances using Klusterbox, and then you file your grievances and you track those grievances using Informal C. Once you have settlements, you track to make sure that those settlements get complied with using Informal C as well. Now I've got about 500 grievances, which you'll see, and so I needed a tool to make sure that all of these grievances were being complied with, and that's why I wrote the program. So it comes from a very real problem, and I'm sure you probably have the problem too, because a lot of other stewards I talk to say that they have similar problems with compliance. So let's open up Klusterbox. Okay, now we're up to version 6.0, so that's great, and some new functionality. Okay. Starting off with Informal C, you see the C stands for compliance here, right there. And, okay, we're going to look at this area here. We're going to go to Enter New Grievances. Now, the first line, it kind of mocks the sequence that you fill out a 8190, right? So the first line is the grievant. So it's going to be, class action or whatever. And then, so use hit the list button, and what should appear is the carrier list from Klusterbox. Okay. And these are all fake names because I don't want to invade anybody's privacy. But otherwise, it's my same database, except the names have been changed. So say you can enter in name, add that, and then you enter in your grievance number, enter in the start incident date, the end incident date, the meeting date, enter in an issue, let's say improper AWOL, and okay, and then once you get a settlement, you can you put the settlement level in there. Say it's settled at Formal A. The decision is let's see here, an adjustment. You would add that decision. So that's kind of how it works. Basic point and click with this dialog to put a grievance into the system and a settlement into the system. Let's go back. And there's another way to do that, which is speed sheets, which I'll get into also. So, like I said, this is my database, except the names have been changed. So I'll just show you everything I got in there. So you can see these are all grievances, and then there are 12 pages. So almost 600 grievances, right? And then from here, you can see, okay, there's a grievance number, a meeting date, the settlement type, and then you can press the edit button, and that will give you an opportunity to update or change some of these fields of information. And there's a report button, which gives you a handy report on the settlement and all the awards in that settlement. And I'll probably go over this this notation a little later. But there's also this column for GATS discrepancies, which is where when you get a GATS report and it doesn't have all the awards that were listed on the settlement, but so the GATS report comes up short. So this column shows those discrepancies. And okay, and here's some general information up here about the grievance. And let's close that. And here, this gives you the opportunity to enter in awards. Now, if a carrier has more than one award, you can just, put another field in there. And these are the fields for those GATS discrepancies. And this is kind of, the notation here is, 4 clicks at the 50% rate. I don't know why. I didn't settle that. I would never award somebody for 4 clicks at a 50% rate. That's crazy. But that's what somebody decided to do. Okay, and then you can go back. And, okay, these other buttons down here are for reports. Okay, now with that data set that was just on the previous page, you can, pull up all these different types of reports, right? Just the discrepancies, all the adjustments. So these are all the carriers who's supposed to be getting adjustments, and do I have documentation supporting those? In some cases yes, in some cases no. Okay, and okay. So yeah, here are a list of missing awards and nothing there. Yeah, these are grievances for which I don't have a settlement. They've just gone up to Informal A. I haven't gotten a settlement back. I have to, but you can keep track of what you've got and what you don't have. Let's go back to the search criteria. Say if you want to search for a specific grievance number, just click this field right here, and that'll allow you to search for just a specific grievance. And you could search for, many grievance, and add all those carriers and search, and it'll give you a list of, these are all carriers with just those grievances. And the summary button gives you a kind of a handier way of viewing it. So you can see, the grievant name and the issue, and as well as the settlement, because there was so much limited space on that previous screen. Okay, and let's go back. So yeah, you have a very thorough search criteria. You can search just by the decision, right? So let's say every grievance that there was was found to be no violation. I guess there's 6 here. Okay, so we go back, and okay, now say you want to generate a spreadsheet just of grievances. Okay, you can generate all the grievances in a spreadsheet. Let me see. Yeah, press OK. Now, this will give you a spreadsheet with every single grievance on it. And there's a sheet for the grievances, and there's a sheet for the settlements. So, so the idea is you could, when you start a grievance, you put it on the first tab, and then when you get a settlement back, you make another record for the settlement. And now there are these tabs which are kind of go to the added functionality. Klusterbox tracks non-compliance grievances. So if you have a grievance which is a non-compliance grievance, that's kind of you can track that using Klusterbox. So you can see whether the grievances have been complied with, or if they have a non-compliance grievance already associated with them. And it comes in handy if you file a lot of non-compliance grievances, which I do. Okay. Let's close that. And I think that's all. I just wanted to give a brief overview of what Informal C is and what it can do. And in future videos, I'll go more into depth about what the specific functions of Informal C are. But thanks for watching.